Hello everybody, I'm Madame Sensei. I teach Spanish, French, and Japanese out here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. I've written a few books. They're located at studio-nemo.com, and I'm very active on the Duolingo Educators Network and the Minecraft Education Ambassadors. And if you want to talk about anything in this video with me, I would love to bounce ideas off of you. We're still in the digging deeper into ideas section, and today we're going to talk about creative question starts. And again, the Harvard Project Zero thinking routines are located right here. This one is actually in 3 sections. It's also in introducing and exploring ideas and in generating possibilities and analogies. And again, when we come to those places, I'm not going to redo videos. It's all the same thing. There's nothing different about it. So the instructions that Harvard Project Zero gives is to brainstorm at least 12 questions about the topic, concept, artwork, or object. I find 12 to be a bit much. Now, I mostly teach first year, second year. I do get up to 3 and 4 with French, and Japanese, of course, takes a little longer to learn just because it's so different from English, but they're with me for 4 years usually. So even still, 12 seems to be a bit much to really get to the meat of the things. So I have students create 5 questions, and then I have them partner up and compare their 5 questions. So depending on who their partner is, they may have 10 unique questions, but they probably wind up with 7 questions, which is fine. That is a good amount of questions, I think. If you're teaching grammar explicitly, you've got a pop-up grammar lesson, grammar translation, you're looking at the audiolingual method, and you're doing some transformation drills, community language learning, dissecting a script your class wrote, or you're working straight out of your textbook, and you just want to use this and focus on the grammar. You have to remind the students how to make a question and what the question words are. So some languages it's harder than others, okay? In French, there's a rising intonation, or you can invert it and make sure you put a hyphen in, or you've got a little esca tag that you put on the front of the sentence. That all needs to be worked on, and this is a good routine to help the students practice that. In Spanish, students often forget to put the S on the end of cuantos, or they forget to match it to the subject or whatever. They forget to put the accent on all question words. Boy, we're always working on that, okay? Donde with the accent is where. Donde without the accent is the answer to the question, this is where I do that. Japanese students don't have much of a problem. They just stick a ka in the end and they are good to go. When you're focusing on literature, culture, history, art, and that includes, of course, music and food, I like to show students pictures that they're famous. The students recognize it, and they know they've seen it somewhere, but they just can't quite put their finger on it. So this is a really good opportunity to get a deep dive into that picture that the students know from somewhere but haven't really thought about it. I have experimented with this thinking routine when watching a video, but somehow they don't generate as many questions with the video. Maybe because it's all laid out for them. I choose videos that are pretty comprehensible, and the students don't seem to generate a lot of questions about that. And I've tried it with songs, and usually the students just want to sing the song, which is fine by me. I want them to learn the songs because the song has a lot of repetition built in. So it's just okay with me if they rather sing the song rather than talk about it. I explained a way that you can dive deeper in songs in the previous episode. But not this one I don't really use with songs. In our next episode, we're going to talk about creative questions, which is a different technique than creative question starts. So don't get confused. Hope to see you there.